1. More 84 people die in Pakistan. More than 84 people die of COVID-19 in Pakistan. Coronavirus has claimed 84 more lives in Pakistan during the past 24 hours, taking the overall death toll to 14,697. 2. Pakistani vaccine. Pakistan readies to produce its own COVID-19 vaccine. Pakistan has started preparations to produce its own COVID-19 vaccine after the initiative is being launched by the University of Veterinary and Animal Sciences, UVS, Lahore. 3. 3.5 million children vaccinated. 3.5 million children vaccinated against polio. Officials. 3.5 million children have been vaccinated during the first 4 days of the polio immunization campaign, officials said on Saturday. 4. Ramazan will fall. Fawad says Ramazan will fall on April 14. Federal Minister for Science and Technology Fawad Chaudhry has on Saturday said that Ramazan will fall on April 14 in Pakistan. 5. CanSino vaccine. Single-dose CanSino vaccine administration to commence from April 5, Umar. The National Command and Operation Center, NCOC, on Saturday was apprised that the single-dose CanSino COVID vaccine administration would commence in all the provinces from Monday, the 5th of April, onwards. 6. How 40 children killed in Pakistan. Coronavirus has so far killed 40 children in Pakistan, NCOC. At least 40 children aged between 1 and 10 have died of coronavirus since it first surfaced in Pakistan, according to the National Command and Operation Center. 7. Karachi temperature. The maximum temperature soars to 44 Celsius in Karachi amid heatwave. Maximum temperature in Karachi soared to 44 Celsius on Saturday afternoon during the ongoing heatwave in the region, quoting the Met Office. 8. Security forces kill TTP terrorist. Security forces killed TTP terrorists in North Waziristan Operation, ISPR. Security forces on Saturday killed TTP terrorist Ashraf Ullah alias Tufani during an area sanitization operation in Boya, North Waziristan, said Inter-Services Public Relations in a statement. 9. The quickest 13 ODI centuries in the world. Babar Azam becomes the quickest to score 13 ODI centuries in the world. Babar Azam has become the fastest batsman in the world to score 13 ODI centuries. He has taken only 76 innings to achieve the feat. We learned today. 1. More 84 people die in Pakistan. 2. Pakistani vaccine. 3. 3.5 million children vaccinated. 4. Ramazan will fall. 5. CanSino vaccine. 6. How 40 children killed in Pakistan. 7. Karachi temperature. 8. Security forces killed TTP terrorist. 9. The quickest 13 ODI centuries in the world. Hope you like this video. 1. 5,020 persons test positive for COVID-19. 5,020 persons tested positive for COVID-19 in the past 24 hours. Pakistan has reported 81 deaths in the last 24 hours by novel coronavirus as the number of positive cases has surged to 687,908. The nationwide tally of fatalities has jumped to 14,778 on Sunday. 2. Gov will be forced to impose major restrictions. Gov will be forced to impose major restrictions if people don't follow SOPs, PM Imran. Prime Minister Imran Khan reiterated on Sunday that the third wave of the coronavirus was extremely dangerous in comparison to the previous two waves, urging the masses to strictly follow the standard operating procedures, SOPs. 3. Sindh announces school closure. Sindh announces school closure for 15 days. Department of Education Sindh has decided to close private and government school from elementary to 8th class for 15 days. 4. Interprovincial transport suspended. Interprovincial transport to be suspended on Saturday and Sunday. The National Command and Operation Center, NCOC, has decided to ban interprovincial transport for 2 days, on Saturday and Sunday, with effect from April 10, it announced on Sunday. 5. Pakistan reviews schools policy. Pakistan to review schools policy on April 6. The National Command and Operation Center will meet on April 6, Tuesday, to decide on the fate of schools in Pakistan amid the third coronavirus wave. 6. Pakistan gets 4 Cancino vaccine. Pakistan to get 4 doses of Cancino vaccine till month end, Asad Umar, Federal Minister for Planning, Development, Reforms and Special Initiatives Asad Umar on Sunday claimed that Pakistan will have received 4 million doses of China's Cancino vaccine by the end of April. 7. Pakistan ODI. South Africa fined for slow over rate in first Pakistan ODI. South Africa have been fined 20% of their match fee for maintaining a slow over rate against Pakistan in the first ODI at Centurion on Friday. 8. South Africa beat Pakistan. South Africa beat Pakistan by 17 runs in second ODI despite Fakar's 193. South Africa held out to level the ODI series 1-1 with a 17-run win over Pakistan on Sunday that was much closer than it should have been because of Fakhar Zaman's brilliant 193 in a losing effort. We LEARND today. 1. 5,020 persons test positive for COVID-19. 2. Govt will be forced to impose major restrictions. Point 3. Sindh announces school closure. Point 4. Interprovincial transport suspended. Point 5. Pakistan reviews schools policy. Point 6. Pakistan gets 4 Cancino vaccine. Point 7. Pakistan ODI. Point 8. South Africa beat Pakistan. Hope you like this video. Subscribe our channel if you like our content. 1. Punjab Gov fixes sugar price. Punjab Gov fixes sugar price at 85 rupees per kilogram. In a bid to provide relief to the masses, advisor to the Prime Minister on Interior and Accountability Mirza Shahzad Akbar on Thursday claimed that the Punjab government was giving 15 rupees per kilogram subsidy on sugar. 2. Government notifies office timings for Ramadan. Government notifies office timings for Ramadan. The federal government has notified new timings for public offices during the holy month of Ramazan, which is expected to begin from April 14. 3. Naya Pakistan Apartments. PM all set to lay foundation of LDA Naya Pakistan Apartments. Prime Minister Imran Khan will lay the foundation stone of the 35,000 LDA City Apartments project tomorrow, under Naya Pakistan Housing Scheme. 4. HEC. HEC given under the Education Ministry after ending its autonomous status. Federal government ending autonomous status of Higher Education Commission, HEC, has given it to under the Education Ministry. 5. PIA to Bahrain flights. PIA to resume Bahrain flights. Pakistan International Airlines, PIA, on Thursday announced to resume direct services between Bahrain and Pakistan. 6. IMF and Pakistan. IMF asks Pakistan to accelerate much-needed structural reforms. While appreciating some recent achievements regarding reforms in government institutions, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, has asked Pakistan to accelerate much-needed structural reforms in the country. 7. Pakistani rupee. Pakistani rupee hits 22-month high against US dollar. The Pakistan rupee strengthened by 23 paces against the United States, US dollar at the start of today's trading, hitting a 22-month high. 8. Babar Azam ODI top batsman ranking. Babar Azam clinches ODI top batsman ranking. National cricket team captain Babar Azam becomes #1 batsman in ICC ODI rankings. He scored 228 runs in the series against South Africa, leaving behind Virat Kohli with 888 points. 9. Pakistani team performance. Babar vows to keep momentum in South Africa T20s. Pakistan captain Babar Azam was satisfied with the team's performance in the recently concluded ODI series against South Africa, as the men in green are now gearing up for T20I showdown against the Proteas. We learned today. 1. Punjab Gov fixes sugar price. 2. Government notifies office timings for Ramadan. 3. Naya Pakistan apartments. 4. HEC5. PIA to Bahrain flights. 6. IMF and Pakistan. 7. Pakistani rupee. 8. Babar Azam ODI top batsman ranking. 9. Pakistani team performance. Hope you liked this video. Subscribe our channel if you like our content. Current affairs of April Week 3. Let's get started. 1. Coronavirus claims 149 lives in a day. Coronavirus claims 149 lives in a day across the country. Pakistan has reported 149 deaths in the last 24 hours by novel coronavirus, as the number of positive cases has surged to 756,285. 2. Schools closed. Gov decides to close schools for classes 1 to 8 until Eid. A huddle in a chair of Federal Minister of Education and Special Training Shafkat Mahmood has decided that classes of 1st to 8 will remain closed until Eid, while the education institutes for class 9th to 12 will be opened from tomorrow with strict SOPs. 3. Pakistan to get more doses of coronavirus vaccine. Pakistan to get more doses of coronavirus vaccine from China in coming week. Pakistan is likely to get more than 2 million doses of coronavirus vaccine from China in the coming week. 4. Mosque attack in Afghanistan. 8 killed in mosque attack in Afghanistan. 8 members of the same family were gunned down in an attack on a mosque in eastern Afghanistan, officials said Sunday. 5. PMD forecast rainfall. PMD forecast rainfall with thunderstorms in upper areas of the country. Pakistan Meteorological Department has forecast rain, wind, thunderstorms, a few hailstorms, in the Patohar region, Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Islamabad, Gilgit-Baltistan, and Kashmir on Sunday, today. 6. Academic activities. Academic activities for classes 9 to 12 resumed in COVID-hit areas. Shafkat Mahmood. Federal Minister for Education Shafkat Mahmood on Sunday announced the resumption of academic activities for classes 9th to 12th in order to ensure preparation for the scheduled board exams nationwide. 7. Train derails in Egypt. At least 32 dead, over 100 injured after train derails in Egypt. At least 32 people have lost their lives and 109 sustained wounds in the horrible train accident, whereas several victims were still trapped underneath overturned carriages. 8. FM Qureshi says no meeting scheduled. FM Qureshi says no meeting scheduled with the Indian counterpart. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi, while denying the media reports, said that no meeting has been scheduled with his Indian counterpart during his 3-day visit to the UAE. 9. Pakistan bans incoming passengers. Pakistan bans incoming passengers from India. The National Command Operations Center (NCOC) meeting headed by Asad Umar on Monday placed India on C category for travelers, banning incoming passengers over concerns regarding a COVID variant found in the neighboring country. 10. Prescribe medicines without using brand names. Prescribe medicines without using brand names. Pakistan regulator tells doctors. Doctors should write generic, chemical, drug names and not use brand names in their prescriptions, the Drug Regulatory Authority of Pakistan has advised. 11. Pakistan installs first ever mobile phone tower. Pakistan installs the first ever mobile phone tower at K2 Base Camp. The Special Communication Organization, a government entity that works under the Ministry of Interior, has installed the first ever cell phone tower at the K2 base camp. 12. Earthquake 4.0 magnitude earthquake jolts Swat, Mingora, and adjoining areas. An earthquake measuring 4.0 on the Richter scale jolted Swat, Mingora, and its suburban areas 13. Iran visit FM Qureshi to depart for a 3-day official visit to Iran. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi will depart for a 3-day official visit to Iran on Tuesday, citing sources 14. Coronavirus. Baluchistan Gov announces closure of schools. Baluchistan government has announced the closure of all schools across the province to contain the spread of novel coronavirus 15. Pakistan condoles with Egypt. Pakistan condoles with Egypt after a deadly train derailment. Pakistan extended its condolences to Egypt on Monday, a day after 11 people were killed and 98 injured in a train accident in Egypt's Kaliobia province north of Cairo. 16. Rupee falls by 12 paisa against USD. The exchange rate of the US dollar increased by 12 paise in the interbank on Monday against the Pakistani rupee. 17. Pakistan team arrives Zimbabwe for T20 and Test Series. The winner of the T20 and ODI series against South Africa, the Green Team on Monday reached Harare. 18. Blast at Quetta 4 killed. 12 injured in blast at Quetta's Serena Hotel. At least 4 people were killed and 12 others wounded in a blast at Quetta's Serena Hotel Wednesday night, the Baluchistan health authorities confirmed. 19. Karachi heatwave. Karachi to experience heatwave from April 23. Karachi will be experiencing a heatwave from April 23 to April 25, the Pakistan Meteorological Department predicted Wednesday. 20. O and A-level exams. The decision to take physical O and A-level exams this year. The decision to take physical O and A-level exams this year was taken after approval from the National Command and Operation Center, the Additional Attorney General told the Sindh High Court. 21. Pakistan. Iran sign MO. Pakistan. Iran sign MO over the establishment of border markets. Pakistan and Iran Wednesday signed a Memorandum of Understanding, MO, for the opening of 6 marketplaces at border areas of the two countries. 22. 12 killed, 20 injured. At least 12 killed, 20 injured as a passenger bus collides with the van in Khairpur. At least 12 people lost their lives and 20 others got injured in a deadly road crash in Khairpur on Wednesday 23. Pakistan starts vaccinating citizens aged 50 to 59 against COVID-19. With the coronavirus getting out of control, Pakistan started vaccinating people in the age group 50 to 59 against COVID-19 on Wednesday. 24. Punjab announces exam schedule. Punjab announces exam schedule for grades I to 8. The Punjab Examination Commission, PEC, has announced the schedule of examinations for grades I to 8 in 13 districts of the province. 25. Pakistan start T20 series. Pakistan start T20 series against Zimbabwe with win. Pakistan on Wednesday defeated Zimbabwe by 11 runs in the first fixture of the 3-match T20I series at the Harare Sports Club. 26. PM Imran condemns Quetta blast. PM Imran condemns Quetta blast, Sikhs report. Prime Minister Imran Khan has strongly denounced the Quetta blast. 27. PM Khan convenes NCOC meeting. PM Khan convenes the NCOC meeting Friday to discuss possible lockdown. Prime Minister Imran Khan has convened on Friday a meeting of the National Command and Operation Center to discuss the imposition of a lockdown in the country. 28. Summer breaks. Punjab students to go on summer break in July. Summer vacations for students across Punjab will begin on July 1. 29. Pakistan receives 0.5 meters Sinovac COVID-19 vaccine. Pakistan receives 0.5 meters Sinovac COVID-19 vaccine doses from China. Pakistan on Thursday received another shipment of 500,000 doses of a Sinovac coronavirus vaccine from China. 30. Pakistan offer loans. Pakistan to offer loans worth 5 billion rupees to filmmakers. Information and Broadcasting Minister Chaudhry Fawad Hussain has made some big announcements for aspiring filmmakers in Pakistan. 31. First women security guards deployed at Masjid al-Haram. The Saudi Interior Ministry published photos on Monday showing women security guards on duty at Masjid al-Haram. 32. Gold rates move up in the domestic market. Gold prices witnessed an upward trend as the per tola price of the precious metal on Thursday witnessed an increase of 400 rupees to 104,300 rupees in the domestic market. 33. Rupee weakens against the US dollar. The Pakistani rupee depreciated 22 paise against the United States, US dollar in the interbank currency market on Thursday. 34. Pakistan cricket 11 members of Pakistan cricket team reach Zimbabwe. 11 members of the Pakistan Test have joined the squad in Harare. 35. Canada bans flights from Pakistan, India. Canada suspended all passenger flights from Pakistan and India on Thursday for 30 days. Transportation Minister Omar Al-Ghabra announced, citing increased COVID-19 cases detected in travelers arriving from these countries. 36. Pak Army to help police to ensure implementation on SOPs, PM Khan. Minister Imran Khan on Friday, while briefing the nation about the prevailing situation in the country regarding COVID-19, said Pakistan Army will help police to ensure implementation of the Coronavirus Standard Operating Procedures, SOPs. 37. Restaurants. Schools closed as Fed.gov announces fresh COVID restrictions. Federal Minister for Planning and Development and head of the National Command Operations Center, NCOC, Asad Umar on Friday announced that Pakistan Army would be on the roads to enforce COVID-19 SOPs in the country amid concerns over rising virus cases. 38. NCOC issues guidelines for Chinese Sinovac vaccines. The government of Pakistan via the National Command Operations Center, NCOC, has on Friday rolled out guidelines for the storage and jabbing of the Chinese coronavirus vaccine Sinovac, of which the country received a shipment of 500,000 doses yesterday. 39. Turkey visit. FM Qureshi reaches Turkey on official visit. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has arrived in Istanbul on a two-day official visit to Turkey. 40. Edhi Foundation offers India 50 ambulances to fight the COVID-19 crisis. India recorded over 300,000 new cases and 2,263 deaths from coronavirus in the last 24 hours. Its capital New Delhi continues to be among the worst-hit cities, with hundreds of thousands of new infections and many new hospitalizations in the last few days. 41. Islamabad's PIMS hospital runs out of beds for COVID-19 patients. Islamabad's PIMS hospital has run out of beds for people due to the increasing number of coronavirus patients, the hospital management informed the Health Ministry Friday. 42. Coronavirus. Saudi Arabia bans arrivals from Pakistan, 4 other countries. Saudi Arabia has restricted arrivals from Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, and the Philippines, the Saudi Aviation Authority announced Friday. 43. Pakistani rupee declines against US dollar. The Pakistani rupee depreciated 41 paise against the United States, US dollar on the last day of the week's trading in the interbank currency market on Friday. 44. Pakistan's second T20I Zimbabwe shocked Pakistan with a 19-run win in the second T20I in Harare. Zimbabwe pulled off a shock 19-run win over Pakistan, successfully defending 118 to win the second T20 International in Harare and level the three-match series at 1-1. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe for more informative videos. Current affairs of April Week 4. Let's get started. 1. Coronavirus claims more 157 deaths. Pakistan has reported 157 deaths in the last 24 hours by novel coronavirus as the number of positive cases has surged to 790,016. The nationwide tally of fatalities has jumped to 16,999 on Saturday. 2. NCOC hints lockdown. NCOC hints at lockdown in high-risk cities amid a worsening COVID situation. National Command Operations Center, NCOC, meeting headed by Asad Umar on Saturday hinted at lockdown in high-risk cities if COVID-19 situation further worsens. 3. Army takes charge in Islamabad to ensure implementation on COVID-19 SOPs. Pakistan Army on Saturday implementing National Coordination and Operations Center, NCOC, have taken charge of their duties in Islamabad. 4. PM in India. PM expresses solidarity with people of India as they battling coronavirus. Prime Minister Imran Khan has called for collectively fighting the global challenge of COVID-19. 5. 90% of available oxygen is consumed. 90% of available oxygen is consumed. Fawad. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Chaudhry Fawad Hussain said that currently, we are consuming 90% oxygen of our total supply while the positivity ratio of cases has jumped to 11%. 6. Pakistan receives 500,000 COVID vaccine doses. Pakistan receives 500,000 COVID vaccine doses. A special plane from China arrived in Pakistan on Saturday, carrying a consignment of 500,000 coronavirus vaccines. 7. Not oxygen but cylinder shortage can be expected, dealers. Amid calls for Pakistan to prepare ahead of an India-like COVID-19 crisis, oxygen dealers want the government to waive duties on the import of oxygen cylinders temporarily so that there are enough. 8. Pakistan offers medical aid to India amid the growing COVID-19 crisis. As a gesture of solidarity with the people of India in the wake of the current COVID-19 wave, Pakistan on Saturday offered to provide relief support to New Delhi to deal with the sharp increase in the COVID-19 cases. 9. Pakistani medical student in New York near to blind in acid attack. An unidentified man threw acid on a Pakistani college student in the Long Island suburb of New York, U.S., disfiguring her face in an attack that activists want to be investigated as an anti-Muslim hate crime. 10. Gold prices edge up in the domestic market. Gold prices went up to 104,500 rupees per tola in the domestic market on Saturday, showing a rise of 200 rupees. 11. Cases of coronavirus. 5,611 cases of coronavirus reported across the country. Pakistan has reported 118 deaths in the last 24 hours by novel coronavirus as the number of positive cases has surged to 795,627. The nationwide tally of fatalities has jumped to 17,117 on Sunday. 12. Pakistan receives another 1-meter doses. Pakistan receives another 1-meter doses of coronavirus vaccine from China. 3 special flights brought on Sunday 1 million doses of coronavirus vaccine from China, a Pakistan International Airlines spokesperson confirmed, as the government steps up efforts to contain the third and most dangerous wave of infections in the country. 13. Pakistan purchases over 30 million doses. Pakistan purchases over 30 million doses of COVID vaccine from China. Pakistan has purchased over 30 million doses of COVID vaccine from China that will soon arrive in the country to help in a drive to vaccinate its over 220 million population. 14. Coronavirus. Islamabad schools, colleges closed till Eid al-Fitr. Authorities have closed all public and private educational institutes in Islamabad till Eid al-Fitr, the Federal Directorate of Education announced Sunday. 15. Punjab closes down all colleges. Punjab closes down all colleges across 25 districts amid COVID rise. As the country fights off with all its might the third wave of the global pandemic, which is increasingly concerning the governments with mutated variants and increased infection incidents, the higher education authorities in Punjab have Saturday shut down colleges in at least 25 districts across the province. 16. Postpones all examinations. Allama Iqbal Open University postpones all examinations. The Allama Iqbal Open University has postponed all ongoing examinations across the country, it said in a statement Sunday. 17. Pakistan win T20 series. Pakistan win T20 series as Zimbabwe defeated in final short format match. Pakistan defeated Zimbabwe by 24 runs in the third and final 2020 international at Harare Sports Club to clinch the series 2-1. 18. PSL 2021 replacement. PSL 2021 replacement draft to take place next week, reports. The replacement draft for the remaining Pakistan Super League (PSL) season 6 matches will reportedly take place next week. 19. Babar Azam becomes the fastest to score 2000 T20I runs. Pakistan captain Babar Azam has become the fastest to score 2,000 runs in T20 internationals. 20. A level examination. Shafkat expresses best wishes for students over start of a level examination. Federal Minister for Education Shafkat Mahmood on Monday expressed best wishes to the students of a level over the start of their examinations. 21. Close Gov offices and educational institutes. Sindh Gov decides to close Gov offices and educational institutes across province. Chief Minister Sindh Syed Murad Ali Shah on Monday decided to close schools, colleges, and other educational institutions across the province in the wake of the surge of coronavirus. 22. Historic Initiative. Gov's historic initiative of Kisan Card to transform agri-sector, PM. Prime Minister Imran Khan says the government's historic initiative of Kisan Card will transform the agriculture sector in Pakistan, making farmers prosperous. 23. NCOC considering lockdown. NCOC considering lockdown amid COVID cases surge. In view of the alarming surge in COVID-19 cases during the third wave of the pandemic across the country, the National Command and Operations Center, NCOC, is considering lockdown. 24. Military troops deployed. Military troops deployed in 16 cities across Pakistan, ISPRDG. ISPRDG Major General Babar Iftikhar said on Monday that the army has deployed troops in 16 cities across Pakistan, where they are assisting the civil administration in implementing coronavirus SOPs. 25. Pakistan announces holiday. Pakistan announces a 5-day Eid al-Fitr holiday. The government has announced a 5-day holiday on Eid al-Fitr, the Ministry of Interior said in a notification Monday. 26. Turkey to enter full lockdown April 29 to May 17. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan on Monday announced a full lockdown from April 29 to May 17 to fight a surging third wave of coronavirus infections. 27. Dollar price climbs again in Pakistan over lockdown fears. The dollar rate crept up to 154 rupees and 80 paise in the open market as lockdown fears loomed because COVID-19 cases are going up in the country. It has increased by 1 rupee and 20 paise in the last 4 days. 28. Gold increases 2,600 rupees in 2 weeks as Bitcoin drops. The per tola price of gold has increased 2,600 rupees since April 13, according to data shared by the All Sindh Sarafa Jewelers Association. A tola now costs 104,600 rupees. 29. Pakistan Test Squad starts practice in Harare. After the completion of the three-match T20I series, Pakistan and Zimbabwe will now lock horns in a two-match test series, starting from April 29. 30. Registration of citizen for COVID-19 vaccination. Registration of citizens over 40 years of age for COVID-19 vaccination begins. The registration of citizens over 40 years of age for COVID-19 vaccination is underway across the country. 31. Prime Minister Imran Khan to reach Quetta. Prime Minister Imran Khan to reach Quetta on day visit Wednesday. Prime Minister Imran Khan will reach Quetta on Wednesday on a day visit, where he would review the law and order situation, announce a special package for Baluchistan and inaugurate development projects besides also distributing money to youngsters under the Kamyab Jawan program. 32. Pakistan secures $370 million debt relief. Pakistan secures $370 million debt relief from Japan. Pakistan and Japan on Tuesday inked debt suspension agreements amounting to $367 million under the G20 Debt Service Suspension Initiative. 33. Close all tourist spots. Interior Ministry decides to close all tourist spots from May 8 to 16. Interior Ministry has decided closure of all tourist spots from May 8 to 16, while SOPs for Itakaf, Shaba Qadar, and Eid prayers will also be issued. 34. Postpones all examinations. Gov postpones all examinations till June 15. The government has postponed all examinations including those of boards and the Cambridge system till June 15 in wake of the surge in COVID-19 cases in the country. 35. Federal Cabinet fixes retail price. Federal Cabinet fixes retail price of COVID vaccine. The Federal Cabinet has approved to fix the retail price of 2 injections of corona vaccine Sputnik at 8,449 rupees. 36. Lockdown. Faisal Sultan warns of lockdown if COVID SOPs violation continues. Special Assistant to PM, SAPM, for Health Dr. Faisal Sultan on Tuesday warned of imposition of lockdown in the cities, where COVID-related SOPs are being violated. 37. Flour. The price of a 20 kg flour bag rises to 1,020 rupees in Punjab. Price of 20 kg wheat flour bag in Punjab has reached 1,020 rupees, said Flour Mills Association on Tuesday. 38. US dollar rises against rupee. The Pakistani rupee depreciated 37 paise against the United States, US dollar in the interbank currency market on Tuesday. 38. Complete ban imposed on travelers from India. Complete ban imposed on travelers from India. Fawad Chaudhry. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Chaudhry Fawad Hussain says the government will have to take further strict measures if there is no let-up in the COVID situation, and preparations in this regard are being made. 39. Daily vaccinations. Daily vaccinations crossed over 1 lakh in a day for the first time yesterday. Asad Umar. Minister for Planning and Development Asad Umar has urged the citizens aged 40 years and above to register for COVID vaccination by sending their CNICs to 1166. 40. Earthquake jolts parts of Baluchistan. An earthquake shook multiple cities in Baluchistan Wednesday evening. 41. Drug regulatory approves ICU ventilators made in Pakistan. Revealing the much-awaited technological breakthrough to have come to pass on Wednesday as Pakistan-made ventilators have been approved by the Drug Regulatory Authority of Pakistan, DRAP. The Federal Information Minister Fawad Chaudhry congratulated Pakistan Atomic Energy Commission, PAEC, for the feather in its cap. 42. Pakistan sees record 201 COVID deaths. Pakistan sees record of 201 COVID deaths in a single day. Pakistan has reported 201 more COVID deaths, the highest number in a single day since the pandemic breaks out in the country, in the last 24 hours. 43. CanSino vaccine. Pakistan to prepare the CanSino vaccine locally from next month, sources. Pakistan will prepare a Chinese coronavirus vaccine locally from the next month. 44. Gold prices fall in the domestic market. Gold rates dropped by 600 rupees to 104,100 rupees per tola in the domestic market on Wednesday. 45. Dollar jumps to 155 rupees. Dollar jumps to 155 rupees in Pakistan again. The US dollar is now selling for 155 rupees in the open market, but experts say it would be staying in this range. It has increased by 1 rupee and 40 paise over the last week. 46. Mohammad Rizwan moves into the top 10 of ICC T20I rankings. In form, Pakistan wicketkeeper batsman Mohammad Rizwan has made his maiden entry into the top 10 of the International Cricket Council ICC Men's T20I Players Rankings. 47. Next few weeks are critical. Asad Umar, Federal Minister for Planning, Development, Reforms and Special Initiatives Asad Umar, in a series of tweets on Friday, said the next few weeks are critical and no system can cope if we allow the coronavirus pandemic to spread rapidly. 48. Pakistan petroleum prices to remain unchanged for next 15 days. The prices of petroleum products will remain unchanged for the next 15 days as Prime Minister Imran Khan has rejected a summary by the Oil and Gas Regulatory Authority for an increase in prices. 49. Time to recall troops from Afghanistan. Time to recall troops from Afghanistan. Biden. U.S. President Joe Biden says the war in Afghanistan cannot continue for generations. 20 years later, it's time to bring the troops back home. Before 9/11, all American troops will be at home. 50. Pakistan regulator cuts LPG price. Pakistan regulator cuts LPG price by 12 rupees and 38 paise. The Oil and Gas Regulatory Authority has reduced the price of liquefied petroleum gas by 12 rupees and 38 paise per kilogram, it announced Friday. 51. Pak-Afghan border in Chaman to remain open throughout the week. The Chaman border crossing on the Pakistan-Afghanistan in Baluchistan will remain open for 7 days a week, according to a notification issued by the Pakistani Interior Ministry. 52. Prize bond Gov decides discontinuing 7,500 rupees prize bond. The federal government has decided to discontinue 7,500 rupees denomination prize bonds from January 2022 in order to address concerns of the Financial Action Task Force, FATF. 53. Dollar drops below 154 rupees in Pakistan. The US dollar has dropped below 154 rupees in the open market as the greenback shed 1 rupee and 10 paise in 2 days. It stood at 155 rupees on Wednesday. 54. Zimbabwe all out at 176 runs in first test. Pakistan dominated the opening day of the first test against Zimbabwe on the back of some destructive pace bowling by Hassan Ali and Shaheen Shah Afridi in Harare on Thursday. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe for more informative videos.